Hello everyone, Shona Gates here. Welcome to my channel, which is How to Herbalife. So basically just talking about everything Herbalife, network marketing, which is where my real passion lies. So today I want to talk to you about my experience being someone who suffers from IBS or irritable bowel syndrome and how that's affected me using the Herbalife products. Cool, so a bit of backstory. I was 23, had 2 kids and had never really had any digestive problems before. But all of a sudden, after having my daughter Holly, I don't know what happened. Actually, it was after Eric, I had a bit of trouble as well. So after my son Eric, I obviously put on quite a bit of weight during my pregnancy. So I decided to get healthy and toned up for my wedding, which is in November. So from July until November, I spent 6 days a week in the gym for at least 2 hours a day, and I was eating 100% clean. I think that might have had a little bit to do, like pushing my body to the absolutely extreme to try and just lose a little bit of weight. It was exhausting, but I did put my body through a lot to lose weight for my wedding. And from there, I noticed I was really having problems when it came to going to the toilet. I was going a lot, and I just didn't feel very comfortable in my own body. I was in a lot of pain in my stomach. So I started going to the doctors about my digestive problems then, and he basically put me on a lactose-free, gluten-free diet. So I did that. It was exhausting and expensive, and it was awful. It was awful, really, just living off chicken and broccoli, and it was the most boring thing I've ever done. And you know what? It didn't even help. It didn't even fix any of my problems. I still had the exact same problems I'd always had. So long story short, I got pregnant with my daughter Holly. All the way through the pregnancy, had absolutely no problems. It was fine. My body loves being pregnant, which is weird because I don't particularly enjoy it a lot. But anyway, after Holly came, definitely noticed things were quite bad again, really bad, in fact, to the point I had 2 young kids and I didn't feel like I could leave the house with them. Eric's also autistic as well, so he's a lot of hard work to have an autistic 3-year-old, a newborn baby, and to be in a situation where I try to do the grocery shopping and I would have to literally leave my trolley in the middle of the shops, grab both kids and run for the toilet. It was that bad. So getting a little bit graphic here with you, but you need to understand what my life was before. It was pretty freaking miserable. It was not fun. I was not a fun person to be around. I couldn't do things that I enjoy now, like going to the beach, going camping, just going out to the park or something. Even my doctor would always say, exercise and eat well. And I'm like, I can't exercise. I couldn't exercise. I could not walk around the block. We have a beach house at Point Turton and I couldn't even walk along the esplanade because there's no public toilets. There's nowhere if I got into trouble. So there's a bit too much information for a lot of people, but it was pretty debilitating. It was an awful thing to go through. And I would be in a lot of pain all the time while eating, after eating. It was just constantly bloated, uncomfortable, just nothing seemed to agree with my body. So I was nearing the end of my rope. It was really starting to affect everyday life. So I've been and spent a lot of money at doctors, tried a lot of different things, and this probiotic and that probiotic, and try this stuff that goes into water and you drink it 3 times a day, which literally tasted like mushroom dirt. It was the most disgusting thing I've ever tried, and that still didn't work. And so the doctor's like, I don't know, learn to live with it. Pretty much tried everything, gluten-free, lactose-free, the FODMAP diet. I was, having all these herbs and this stuff you put into water, all these different types of fibers, and I cut out all the fructose and all the sugar was gone, and I was still having the problem. So I threw my hands up in the air. I went to a naturopath as the last result, and he basically explained that the inside of my intestines was stripped, or it just wasn't working. It wasn't absorbing and everything. So obviously I was eating and it was just like nothing was happening with the food I was eating. That's why my health was so awful. And I thought it was a load of baloney, but I still bought all the probiotics and everything else he gave me. None of it worked. So I'd also been seeing my friend Tanae on Facebook. She was so healthy and she was glowing and she'd lost about 11 kilos by then. And then one day she put up salted caramel cookie dough shake, and she was in the car ooh, my body loves me. And I thought, you bitch, I hate you because my body hates me. I love my body and I embrace my curves, and I wasn't looking to lose weight, but I just felt so unhealthy, and I was like, why does my body hate me so much? And she was there saying her body loved her. So I got in contact with her. I got started on my program for digestive health. I just wanted to feel better. I wanted the glow back. I wanted to be able to play with my kids and go camping, and I wanted a life that didn't revolve around public toilets and gastro stuff. That's what I wanted. I wasn't here to lose weight. So I started my program. About day 3, I got to the end of the day and I was already feeling really good, and I actually lost a bit of weight and stuff already. I just had this energy shift. But by day 3, I got to the end of the day and I'm like, I haven't had any issues today. And I was like doing a little happy dance in the kitchen, called my husband. I'm like, guess what? No problems, no problems. My body loves me. He's like, what are you doing? He was away at the time. But he came back and he saw the change as well. I think it was in like day 5 or 6. We actually went out for the day as a family, and he's like, I said something. I'm like, oh, I'm just going to sit in the car for a minute. And he's like, do you need to go to the toilet? And I was like, no, actually I don't. Like, I just felt so good. So my life is dramatically different now since what it was before. I no longer get the tummy pains, or, you know, I don't have to worry about planning my trips or leaving the house around, are there going to be toilets there? Are there going to be toilets available? Is it going to look weird if I go to the toilet 3 times in a row? Like, my life is just completely different. I have this freedom and choice, and I can play with my kids, and we can go camping for like days at a time, and I don't have to be worried about how much pain I'm going to be in. I can eat anything I want, things I could never imagine eating before, like onions and garlic and all that stuff is back in my life now, because it was not any of the gluten, it wasn't any of the lactose, it wasn't any of the FODMAP stuff. It was just the little things in my digestion that the naturopath was talking about, that's the microvilli, which is Herbalife's based on restoring and regenerating the villi so they actually work properly. And that's exactly what it does. Like, I'm living proof that they all said, get out of it. They all said before that part of my intestines was just completely ruined, and that's what I was having all the problems with. So being on Herbalife, that fixed my little villi. They're now happy little villi. My digestive system does love me. There's no more bloating, no more pain, no more headaches or dehydration that comes with all that stuff. And I feel like I have my life back. That's been the biggest thing for me. As well as that, I went on to lose 23 kilos and over 120 centimeters. So that's been pretty life-changing as well. And I'm just, even if I never made $1 off of doing Herbalife, even if I never lost a kilo, I would still be using these products every single day because they make my body feel amazing. So stop it. Mommy's going to finish, okay? I hope that's helped you out. If you've got any questions about people working with irritable bowel syndrome, irritable bowel syndrome and using Herbalife, I use a full ultimate program plus all the targeted products. I don't use as much active fiber as what a lot of people do use. So I probably have 1 scoop twice a week, maybe, just depending on my own digestive needs. But it's not something I add in every single day. That's one thing I am still a bit careful. I think when you've been in such a traumatic place with your bowels, you are a bit careful with your fiber situation. But yeah, I absolutely love Herbalife. I'll be using it every single day for the rest of my life. I hope this video helped. Give it a big thumbs up, share with your friends, or if you want to find out more information about the products or getting started on a program, my email and the link to our website is below. Have an awesome day, everyone.